5 is the virtual close. Now here's what the virtual close is. It's essentially testing the close and also trying to get the prospect to help you understand how they buy, right? And I think that especially for mid-market and enterprise customers, it's really important to figure out what is their buying process to get your type of technology deployed. And if you're doing enterprise, maybe you're selling a proof of concept. If you're doing mid-market, you might be just deploying to, you know, a department in an organization for kind of a land and expand process. And the key is to ask them questions like, you know, when's the last time you invested in a solution similar to ours? And they'll go like, you know, well, we bought SAP last, 2 years ago. Wow, that sounds like a really major decision investment. I'm just curious, what other departments were involved in making that decision, you know, to the point where you guys decided to move forward? And said, well, we definitely needed IT on board to get the firewall approved. We needed to get finance because they're going to write the check. We needed to get legal because they had to review. And so what you want to do in the virtual close is essentially try to unpack all the different steps involved in making that decision so that we can write them down and then ask the prospect, you know, if they're like, you know, motivated, they want to move forward. It's like, would it be possible? Just because, you know, here's what I've experienced. And I love doing that. It's like, here's what we've experienced. I don't know if you feel this way. But in the past, you know, a lot of these folks, they're just trying to do their job and they just hate being sprung on last minute to do a big piece of work. So if it's okay, I would love to reach out to Bob in IT and get his checklist for what needs to be approved as a vendor or, you know, et cetera, legal, to make sure that we understand kind of the standard contract that you guys like to look at, et cetera. And by doing that, you get permission. You get to start the process in parallel, especially for enterprise, in parallel to even getting a deal done and evaluated to take care of some of these roadblocks. Because at the end of the day, the reason why you're getting a 16-month sales cycle is because those people are asked at the last minute their input and they reset the process. If you're lucky, and you don't even, the worst part is many times you don't even get to meet or talk or know about these people. And what I want to do is I actually want to befriend them up front, let them know I'm a known quantity, I'm a person just like them. And I'll reach out and I'll be like, hey, you know, Bob in IT, I was just talking to Jane in this department and they're evaluating our solution and it's super early. So I just want to let you know that. But she mentioned that you guys would definitely be involved in the decision. I totally see that that's the right move anyways. And I just want to know if you guys had a checklist. And here's the checklist we typically use. Feel free to let us know if you have your own or if this would work to get their buy-in. And I just think that the virtual close is one of the easiest implementations for any sales conversation to fast track and reduce your sales cycle from half. Like literally my clients go from 16 months to 8 months by doing this because you get to do it in parallel.
100%. Just like you said, even if you're not selling 18-month, 16-month sales cycles, every time you bring in a new buying influence, you reset the clock.